Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 7 of Humankind, and I've just been taking a look at the scores here because in Humankind everything is based around your fame, and essentially when the game gets to the end, which on a standard pace game, which this is, I believe it's 300 turns, the person with the most fame wins. Currently we have 1,136, which puts me in 3rd place, although I'm not terribly far behind 2nd place. I'm only 33 fame behind them, and not even that far behind first either. So I think generally I'm doing quite well considering. 6th and 5th there seem to be lagging behind quite a lot, and so does 4th, come to think of it. So what I want to know now is at what point do I need to start building up an army? Are we going to get attacked? This is the problem that I have in games like Civilization, because I find the problem with Civilization is if you don't build an army, you often get set upon. We can also build one more district to get another builder star, which we most likely will do when we have finished working on the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. For now, we'll go on to the next turn. I'm definitely learning more about this game as I go, so hopefully I'm not going to mess things up completely. One thing that we should do is try and claim more territory. Now, we're not making a huge amount of influence right now, but we really do want to make sure we grab as many territories as possible, particularly if there's any empty territories adjacent to us. Otherwise, we get our neighbours sort of spilling into us. Now, these guys, we might want to take something from them. I don't like that they've got something so close here. I might be able to go and grab this province up to the north. I don't think they own that one. So I'm very, very tempted to go and take this army across there and see if we can grab this. This one looks like it might be empty as well. I don't think I have any units nearby. I mean, I could split my current army up and go and do that. An idle army there. Not much more I can do on this turn. Not even sure what all my other armies are doing. You're going up there. Is that the army that I originally had clicked on? Or was that a different one? My other army's down here. You're not moving. There we go. So if I get you into the... So they do have an army there. They may be coming this way to try and claim that one. I don't think they've got it claimed currently. So if I can claim it before them, we may be good. New grievances are available. What is this grievance?
My attention.
So the Celts are preventing the faithful of Albali from practicing their faith freely. We can demand they give it to us. It'd be a nice one to have. It's close to us. Let's demand it and see what they say.
You have but one chance to save your stinking skin.
They have said no.
Demands are like spoiled food, accepted only out.
Oh, they've accepted my demands, actually. I thought they hadn't. That will have hurt our relations. But that's fine, I think. So violence has temporarily halted the selling of porcelain to them. But they have yielded, so we do get that one. So if I can get this one as well. So the trade route is being rediverted. I think that's okay. We still have an alliance. So that is good. So where did that just give us? That's theirs. This one. This is the one that we've just been given. So we could go and start linking all of these things up. We need to start linking all of these things up, to be honest. Or convert one into a city. It'd be nice if I could convert Guinan. Let's say Guinan. If I could turn Guinan into a city, I could go and join some stuff to it. We are gaining some influence, but it still takes a fair amount to be able to do that. They own this one, but they don't own this one currently. We have the flooded lands. An unrelenting deluge of rainfall lashes down upon the great city of Thebes and surrounding lands. If the rains don't stop soon, the banks of the great river that thread through the city will burst, flooding the adjacent quarters. With limited time and resources, the choices are stark. What do you do? Gamble upon it? or we can adapt. Limited adaptations should mitigate the biggest risks, and the rains might relent in any case. Chance of bad consequences. Or we can protect. An expensive dike around Thebes will ensure the city is protected from flood threats. It's only 120 gold, and well, we can afford that. And there's a chance of good consequences. So let's go for that one.
Ideology axis? Well, there's something to be said for unswerving dedication to a cause.
So with that done, let's get on to the next turn. Yeah, we're now selling copper to the Celts. That's okay. Get those armies moving. So we're nearly done with the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. There's only 2 turns remaining on that. We'll soon be finished with... Are we working on standing army? Oh no, I'm working on philosophy because we want to get that at some point. What about our new city or new outpost that we got? You have porcelain. And there's a strategic resource there that we don't know what it is yet. Can we claim this? Yes, we can. How much influence? 160. 160 is a lot of influence. But I think it's right that we should try and claim it. So let's go and claim it. And we'll keep building up our influence as turns go.
Debate and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Okay, so Thebes has gained a population. Religion is still spreading. And this now gives us the research quarter and schools. And erudite administrator, which gives us +1 city cap. Ideal, because we want to get another city. So where do we want to go now? I'd like to get standing army to reveal that resource. So let's go and do that. And at least that'll allow us to get city watch, which should increase stability. Yep, does require horses. And then we'll be able to get swordsmen as well. So you guys are moving up here. I've asked you to build a outpost, which you will. I'd also like you to go and attack that bear and then get rid of the lair. So we'll do that on the next turn. This might upset him because we have sort of settled quite close to him there. So the question is, do I link any of these other outposts to Thebes? We could probably link at least some of them to Thebes. This one can probably be linked to Thebes. So let's go ahead and attach that one. Oh no, we can't even do that. 264. Wow, that is expensive. Okay, we really need to start getting ourselves some extra influence here. We're quite behind in terms of influence. So on to the next turn we go. I should also have a look at our culture pressure as well and see how things are going with that. This turn is taking a particularly long time to do its thing. There we go. The Hittites have chosen a new culture. We've got a builder star.
An impressive mausoleum.
There's the mausoleum now
I
done.
can't help wonder what sort of a sign it is when an empire spends more on the dead than the living.
So we will have new things that we want to build. We can do them in each city. We can get an obelisk of the gods, which will give us some... It's only 3 turns, actually. Give us some faith. That's not bad. We do need 1 more quarter built. What are we getting here? Science... Well, actually, let's have a look at our other city. Let's have a look at Memphis. You're getting 9 food. You could do with a little bit more production, to be honest. We could build a production district and get a bit more production out of this. It'll hurt stability a little bit, but that's fine. And then Thebes could technically work on the shared project. Influence on the main plaza. Yes, I think we should definitely get a pottery workshop here. It's only 1 to... In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. What else here could be useful? Food from harbours. We do have a harbour. Let's just go into buyout here. Some of these aren't cheap, but let's get that. And we've got good population here, so let's get the House of Scribes. That has spent a lot of my money, but then I think we can work on the shared project. And where do we want to put this? I mean, basically go almost anywhere. Let's go and put that on this tile. It's only got one production in it, so we're not losing anything immense there. So you guys have arrived... Well, down here is where I want you to go.
Come over here.
Into this currently unclaimed territory. 1217? Yeah, let's grab that. There we go. So we've got a lot of outposts now, but we've pretty much claimed all of the unclaimed adjacent territory to us. Converting to Carthaginians, that's all good. This one's converting to Carthaginians as well. So, yeah, our pressure's quite decent right now. Well, at least for the time being. We have an idle army. Oh, yes, okay, so we need to take out that bear. We do have the high ground, unfortunately for me right now. I don't have any ranged units. Can you not get down there? Oh no, that's a thing as well, isn't it? So yeah, you are right on the high ground. I would like to clear that layer out though, so let's go and move you guys down here. Can I get a ranged unit? What's our population like in Memphis? It's reasonable. Do we have archers? We do. Yeah, we've got these chariots. They are ranged combat units. I bet I can't afford to purchase one. Yeah, 321 gold or 2 turns to produce. Well, we can always get one after the... production quarter that we're doing there. The Flooded Lands 2. Fortune favours you. The skies above Thebes grew darker and darker, and the deluge like a sea being tipped upon the city. But then suddenly the clouds parted and the rains relented. Days of sunshine followed, and the threat of floods are no more. The ground is a little wetter, and the people will not forget, but otherwise life is normal again. Well, I'd say that that wasn't a good event. It was just an event. We didn't get the good outcome, but we didn't get a bad one either. So yeah, I'm trying to get a ranged unit up here. I mean, the ranged unit can be on its own. So there are a few cultures being chosen. But it's not me. So you're going to go down there and try and deal with that lair. I really should keep my eye on this just to make sure nothing does flip away from me. Everything seems to be converting in my direction. I don't know what it is that makes you influential in a territory. I don't know what it is that causes that pressure. Leadership would move us a bit more towards authority. Oh, enacting small council. +1 city cap. Oh no, that moves us back away from authority. +25 stability on... So +1 city cap or +25% stability on the capital. I don't think I need either of them right now, so it's probably not even worth spending the influence. What we do need to do is consider getting another city. This army I think can stay here for now. Let's just have a quick look into the fog of war, see if there's anything here worth grabbing. And that would be a no. The growing faithful. The Empire's religion grows. More and more followers coming into faith every day. Some practice their beliefs through ceremonies led by priests, while others guide their own worship. It is time to give blessing to one of these means. So we can either spend money in order to increase stability in a city, which is nice, or get 30% reduction on religious district industry cost. Again, I don't think we need to worry about grabbing either of them right now. I think these feel more like things that you enact if you need to enact them. So, standing army research is done. We've got some population gains. A new grievance is available. I could ask them to give me another bit of land down here, but they probably wouldn't be willing to do it. Let's just renounce it.
Bygones be bygones.
I've already taken 1 bit of territory from them. Well, I think 2 bits of territory from them, actually. So I don't want to push my luck. So we'll leave that as it is. We'll get our armies to move where they need to. I know I've got another one that needs to move as well. So now we can actually grab the iron. 33 influence, which I don't really want to spend, but it'd be nice to have. We do have multiple sources of iron, but I think we probably only need the one. What I should be able to do now is if I go over to Thebes, let's go and queue up. What was it I wanted? One of these fellas. Just a single turn. So we can get an archer. It says 2 turns there, but it also says 1 turn there. So I don't know which of those I'm to believe. You guys, what do these arrows mean? Oh, I can upgrade them to swordsmen. I guess that makes sense. I don't need to spend a population. Because I already have a population here. I'm just upgrading their gear. Okay, so how do I upgrade them? We can disband them. Again, the button's hidden here. So there's the upgrade. So upgrade costs 45 gold. That is reasonable. But yeah, you can disband a unit, and if you disband a unit within one of your own territories... where is it? Disbanding a unit while in the limits of one of your cities or outposts will grant 1 population back to it. So you get the population goes back into the city. But yes, you guys I'm going to upgrade to swordsmen. Make you stronger. There is another army around somewhere, which is the one up here. You do have 1 unit that I could upgrade to a swordsman as well. There we go. So we're a little bit stronger now. So that's not too bad. There's nothing else here really for me to grab. Our territory is connected. In fact, this territory here is isolated. I wonder why some of them aren't blue. Is that because they're not a city or connected to a city? They're just an outpost. That may be the reason why. I could go and try and ransack this guy's city. He's currently in 5th place, so I don't think he's doing particularly well. So it might be worth me taking my armies up here and getting ready to go and cause him some problems. We have an idle city. Memphis is no longer building anything. We could go and work on that shared project, but I don't think we need to. We need 1 more population. We'll get another star. Everything is reasonably good here. So is there anything else that we need to build that would help us? Could we make something that is useful to us? Or do we produce some units? Is there anything else here that would give us additional influence? Not that I can see. Do I create another new unit of something? And create another swordsman. Would cost a population. Let's get animal barns. If we increase our food output, we'll get more population. If we get more population, then it'll make it less risky getting extra units. So let's go and do research here. There are a few simple ones that we could get more easily, like masonry is only a single turn. So let's just go and do masonry. So there's masonry research. That allows us to build stoneworks. And then we can go into another tech straight away. So we get organised warfare. Gives us barracks. And use reinforcements. The organisation needed to reinforce battling forces isn't straightforward, but can shift balance in entire wars. Allows your armies to be added as reinforcements to existing battles. I think that's probably worth picking up. So we'll go ahead and grab that one. So let's allow our armies to get into position. Was it not Memphis that I was supposed to be building that unit at? Instead I've gone and done it at Thebes, but I think that's okay. So I might turn one of these other ones into a city and then link the rest together. Yeah, so you guys are moving around here. We'll take that bear out. This one I might make into a city. Or I might actually make... I don't know. Make Mohun into a city and then I can join these others to it. I'll have to have a think about that one. I'm really not sure which is the best one to make a city.
Certainly appears to be ready to leave their mark on something. Or someone.
In the era star unlocked. New grievance available. More religion spread. More population gain. What was the grievance?
Greetings,
It's
sovereign.
you. I don't want to keep
Bygones be
taking
bygones.
territory
I
from them.
appreciate your wonderful actions.
Although it would be nice if I could grab that. But I'm sure the opportunity will come up again. I mean, my culture might tip it over anyway. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Just trying to make some decent influence here. So... we could link you here. I think this one should probably be a city. Link these three together. Yeah, this one might be the city here. Guinan, I think, is... I know I said Guinan before, and I still think that's probably the best option. So we've got a new unit here. You're a chariot, so you should be able to move reasonably quickly. You've got 6 movement, which is very nice. So Thebes, what are you going to work on now? We could go ahead and get another one of these things. There's no reason to say we don't have to. A friend of mine was looking at this yesterday and was saying that it's really bad that it doesn't actually give you a total of your stabilities. It gives you a rundown of all of the positive effects on stability under gains, and it gives you a rundown of all the negative effects of stability under losses, but nowhere does it give you a running total. So if you want to work out how much spare stability you've got to add all of these together manually, which is kind of a weird thing. What do we want to get down here? Is there any particular buildings we could have? We could get a lumber yard. Because we do have some woodland and forest. Get some production going down there. We don't have any wonders or anything to build. Memphis has also finished whatever it was building. Could get some more stability here. I don't think stability is a problem. So let's go and get the House of Scribes. We'll try and get our research up. We'll go on to the next turn. There's another era score. Organised warfare is now researched. Excellent. We've got a population gain as well. Religion still spreading. Very nice. So let's go and grab the next technology. Again, we could start going for some of the easy ones. Hydrology could be useful. +2 food on rivers and +2 industry on rivers from the watermill. And for 3 turns, yeah, I think that one is definitely worth getting. Memphis isn't on a river, but Thebes is. So we could definitely get some extra food and production down here. Keep these military units moving. Have you finished moving? Did I not give you a move order to go? Well, actually, we can group you guys together, I suppose. Although, actually, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to take this guy. I've used all of your movement now. I want to take this guy and send him up top. The first calendar. The invention of the calendar heralded a glorious day in the Empire's history. Now, with 2 major cities and numerous farming affairs needed to be harmonised across the land, it is time to standardise this calendar. Traders must have an easy means of synchronising their activities. By what means do you wish they track the days? Solar. The learned assure you that this calendar will better stand the passing of the seasons, or lunar. The waxing and waning of the moon is something familiar and comforting to the people. So we can either, again, head towards tradition, or we can head towards progress. I like heading towards progress.
You have reached the end of an ideology axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
Excellent. So what that basically saying is there, we're all the way over here on progress. We're maxed out on what we can have on progress. Of course, the scale can still tip the other way. We can still go back towards tradition. There's a population gain again at one of our outposts. We're up to 494 influence now. So yeah, let me go and take you out of there. And you're going to move up here. And you guys are going to start heading over towards the lair. That bear is still sniffing around, but it's on the low ground. But we'll be able to take that lair out sooner rather than later. We now have idle cities, so you have completed the lumberyard. Stability is still good. Money is still decent. We could get more units at this point. Food, we're going to get another population in 3 turns. Excellent. I don't think we could just go for food there. I don't think we need to have that much production, because these things are still going to finish in 1 turn. If we get something like a stoneworks, mountain, stone fields, rocky fields, we don't have a huge amount of. Let's go ahead and get the granary, just for a single turn. And Memphis isn't doing anything either. You do have some mountains. Your stability is also fine. I guess it's fine for you to grab that as well. Okay, let's end the turn. A little bit over the 20-minute mark, though I know most of these videos have been. There's Bide's population gained. Oh, Auckland's population has fallen. We'll sort that out in a moment. New grievances here.
Relax. Let us speak.
That's this fella. I'm going to renounce. I'd like to take stuff from him,
If I let you go this time.
but I don't want to take something from him that's like right in the middle of his territory. Same with you. Yeah, we've got grievances with you. But yeah, I'm not bothered.
Business, then.
It's too far away. I'd like this one here, but the other one's pointless. Where did it just say my population had dropped? It's Auckland. It's this one here. There's not really an awful lot that it can do to sort that, to be honest. 510 to convert one to a city. We do actually want to do this, and we want to do that with Guinan. Is it the same cost? Yes, it is. Evolve your outpost into a city. Done. And now we want to start linking outposts to cities. That's going to cost us a little bit more. We need to start building things here. Now, we do have rivers. So, let's go ahead and get irrigation. Got some idle armies. Yeah, we've still got an army down here. Which I think is fine. Although I might move the entire army up this way. One, to scout this area out. And secondly, if I do decide to start trying to raid something here, it might be needed. I'm not going to do it until we've dealt with this lair. So you're going to move on to the lair and you are going to ransack. Oh no, I have to tell you to ransack that, don't I? Yep, there we go. Oh, did we do the right thing? Yes. And then we need to get you sort of over here to the high ground. And then you might be able to snipe the bear from up on high. We've got an idle city, which is Thebes. You've finished the granary. Now, you've got to remember as well that all of these buildings... Well, actually, not all of them. Some of them... I know in... Well, actually, it's different to how I conceived it. Or perceived it, I should say. That's because in things like Civilization... And I think Endless Legend as well, you have an upkeep cost on all buildings. So building buildings that you don't need is a waste, because you're paying upkeep for something that you don't need to, which is a little bit weird. We could just do public ceremonies at this point. We could build some extra districts. What have we got around us? Let me just turn this on so I can see what everything is doing. I mean, we could definitely go ahead and get something like a farmer's quarter. There's a +5 food there that we could be exploiting. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll end the turn there. There we go. The population has gone back up in Auckland, but it'll probably go down again as well. Ransacking is successful. And that's hydrology completed. So again, we've got another science we can pick. So we've got relatively decent tech output right now. I think I'll leave sailing for now. Although fishmonger could be useful because we do have a harbour. Stone walls and citizens. Or trade expeditions. Money on main plaza. Could be useful. Can't get to craftsmanship. We can get to mounted warfare. Would give us parades. Experience on creating a unit. Heavy cavalry. Horsemen. Outpost assimilation. Minus 10% on outpost attach cost. Yes, that's what we want to be going in for. Because we've got quite a few outposts that we do need to attach. So I'm guessing you probably can't hit the bear from up here. You've probably only got a single tile range. Let's bring that army in this way. And let's see if the bear will come to me. I mean, it might not, but let's have a look. We can pick up another religious tenet with the look of things. So what do we want to get? So there are different levels. We've picked one down here. Our second tenet is... I was hoping there'd be one that gave me good influence, but all this one does is give me a reduction in the cost of enacting civics, which is still not a bad thing. Food on harbours could be useful. +5 food on harbours. What did I go on the previous one? I went food on the previous one. Do I want to go food again? There's a lot of civics that I haven't enacted yet. Let's go for the civics one. Just to make them a little bit cheaper. So there's our new tenant. What have we got here? Yeah, I can't really do anything. So I'm just going to... No, you are going to skip the rest of your turn. And then what I might do in the next video is consider trying to ransack... Is this actually a full-fledged city now? It is. That might not work. Also, how are things down here? Looks like it still might end up being ours. Most things are still Carthaginian. That one's going to flip as well. So we're doing alright there. So yeah, probably can't go in and take that. But we'll save that as a plan for another day. You're going to skip a turn. And let's just march you round for a little bit. Got an idle city, which is Memphis. We've got another shared project here. Another obelisk of the gods. I thought we'd already built one of those. Apparently we can get another one. Does help with stability though, which is a nice thing. Do we need a barracks? Minus 10% on unit industry cost. I mean, sure, it's probably worth getting one. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to end this turn. This will be the last attempt.
One city. Somebody is going down in history with the title of the Satiated.
So we're producing a lot of food, apparently. So, units. Okay, so here we are. We're next to the bear. We can't attack this bear from directly above, though, weirdly. But let's attack it with this unit. So you'd think that this one would be able to come in as a reinforcement, right? Because it is adjacent. But apparently not. There is no high ground option here. So we're a little bit blocked in. I can't get behind it. But we didn't need to. We literally took it out with our swordsman in a single hit. So, no worries there. We've got to end all 3 rounds. There's literally nothing left, is there? End turn. Am I missing something? Has the game just glitched? You get up there. The army is locked into battle and cannot move before the battle has ended.
Understood.
Okay, but the battle has ended because I've killed the only enemy that was there. Weird. Aqueduct, not necessarily needed. Watermill, we've got a river down here, so let's get some production on it. Tales of Earth. The years are long, and your great deeds many in number. There is this grave danger that you and your people's most triumphant moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. So that none shall ever forget the shining accomplishments, the scribes of Memphis should commemorate them in a more official and permanent form, a grandly written epic to be passed down the ages. But how should yesterday's glories best be depicted? Defy, which moves us more towards authority. Fanatical on 3 targets for 10 turns. Humanize, which moves us more towards collectivism, which gives us celebrate. So what are these? So fanatical on 3 targets, plus 50% faith on the district, or plus 10 stability on the district, or plus 20 science on the district. I think we go for canvas, move towards liberty. I don't know whether we have to pick them or that's done automatically. I'm just going to do one more turn because I want to find out what's going on with that combat. It was definitely acting weird. So we've got an idle army, which is this one. You're moving units around here. Do not appreciate that.
Bloody and smelly, aren't they? History may be changed by battles, but that doesn't mean they're enjoyable.
So we've got a grievance here, apparently.
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
The Maya attacked one of your armies. Did they really? Well, we announce it for now.
This time.
So they're actually attacking me. Excellent. We're going to retreat. We should have the speed advantage on them. And now that they're doing that, I'm going to bring one of my other armies up there. Can they come into my territory, or were they only able to do that because
Over there. Let's go.
were they only able to do that because I was adjacent to the border? I don't know. We'll find out. What's going on with this battle here? Am I missing something? Do I have to move into this tile? Because there are no other enemies here in this battle. Oh, there's the bear. Where did he come from? Pretty sure I killed the bear in a single turn.
Let's go. We have our orders.
The swordsman we want to be doing the damage from. We can attack it from behind. Okay, is that it? Are we over now? Yes, there we go. So there were 2 enemies, but we could only see 1. That was the issue. That was weird. We will need these guys to heal up, and then we'll be moving down to help deal with this soon. But that's the end of the turn, so I am going to end things there. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying this series. If you are, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.